everyone, and happy Monday. Today you can see that we're taking a little bit of a different format as I do want to share with you something that I want to share on the screen. So over the past few weeks, um, we've been looking at spiritual formation, and the reason why I want to do this is that so many people struggle to connect in a really meaningful way with God. And I just want to show you a variety of ways, different ways that maybe you haven't thought of on how to pray. So today we're looking at something called praying in color. And this is for really anybody. And I think it's great for kids. My kids and I have used it. And it's just what it is. You pray, but instead of using words, you can use words, but you don't have to. You can sit and draw and doodle. And the great thing is that you don't have to be an artist. I can't draw at all, but yet I really enjoy doing this type of activity. So let me just share with you, and we're going to go actually do this through a PowerPoint today. So let me share my screen with you. And here we go, and we're going to start. Oops, there we go. So praying in color is, I looked at this, I think the first time I looked at this was in 2012. And it is by somebody, her name is Sybil Macbeth, as you can see on the screen. And I wanted to list some ways that I think we struggle with prayer. And it's a huge list. So let's look at them. You make a list of the people for whom you want to pray, and then you don't know what to pray for. Or you can't sit still long enough to get past, the Our Father or Hello God step. Your prayers feel more like a list to Santa Claus than a love letter to God. You fumble for the right words and deem the effort hopeless. You dump the contents of your heart and mind on God and then wish you hadn't. You turn to a prayer book or the Bible for solace and guidance and then fail to find the verse that describes your immediate need. Your prayers feel too puny, too self-centered, too phony, or just somehow inadequate. You're bored with the same old prayers that you've said since kindergarten. You ask that God's will be done, and then cross your fingers and hope that you can beat the results. You promise to pray for others and then forget who they are. You can't wait for your prayer time to be over and done with. You start to pray and realize that you're thinking about paying the bills. Praying for others feels like checking off errands or a to-do list. Your spirit and body reach a place of calm and stillness in prayer, and then you fall asleep. You want to like the act of praying, but it's more often an obligation and a drudgery than joy. You're sure that everyone you know is better and more effective prayer than you are. And so that is a lot of reasons why people struggle with prayer. And so I want to give you a really easy way to prayer that maybe you don't feel comfortable with praying. And so this is a great way to enter into prayer, and you don't have to use words. You can just hold it in hold the person or hold the request in the space of God. So what we do to begin is first get a pen and paper or markers or crayons or anything that you want to color with. And we're going to use for this one the name of God or a name of God. So our first step is pretty easy. Write your name for God on a piece of paper, draw a shape around it or just doodle, and then the drawing becomes the prayer. And so you can see in here, it just says loving God. You may put any word in there at all. Like I said, we're starting with names of God or attributes of God. You could pray. You could pray for a specific situation, and all you're doing is asking God to come into this space and hold it with you and be with you. You could use words and praying silently or out loud as you draw, but you don't have to. So that's the first step. The second step is add marks and shapes. Focus on the name you choose. Ask God to be a part of your prayer time with or without words. If words come, great, pray them. If not, just enjoy the silence. And then maybe you want to pray for a specific person. Write their name on the page Draw around it, add some color if you want, keep drawing as you release the person into God's care. And at this stage, um, again, you can use words or not, but you're just holding space with them in God's presence. And then you can add other people to your drawing. Think of each stroke of your pen as a prayer for them. Take a breath or say amen between each person. And that's really all there is to it. As you can see, I've given some examples of how other people have done praying in color, and these are specifically praying for other people. But on this next slide, one is just a prayer of worship, of thankfulness, and the other one, instead of a coat of many colors or the armor of God, this is praying about the fears that they have. So that's it for praying in color. And I hope you enjoy it. Use your creativity. This can go any way you want. And you can see that I've also put in the link, prayingincolor.com, which is Sybil Macbeth's website, which gives you some great, great options. So again, I hope you enjoy it. This is a fun one. Definitely bring in the kids if you want. And have a great week. And let me know how this goes for you.